Make some homemade lemon curd. In a bowl, I have 1 cup of granulated sugar, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. And I'm just going to stir it around with a spoon to really extract the oil from the zest. You don't have to do this, but it really enhances that lemon flavor. So you can also put this in a food processor. I'm just going to use my spoon and bowl today just so I don't dirty another appliance. Then in a pot, you need 6 egg yolks and whisk them together to break them up before you add that sugar and the zest. And then give that a really good mix to make sure that all the sugar and zest are coated with the egg. And now we're going to add in a 1/2 cup of lemon juice. And this is freshly squeezed. So I'm going to run it through a strainer to get out as much of the pulp as I can. And then I'm going to give this a really good stir with my whisk before I put my pot on the cooktop. And I'm going to put this over a low to medium heat, and I'm going to stir it pretty consistently. You'll notice it starts to thicken up pretty quickly. And you'll know it's done when you can put a wooden spoon in there and it coats the back, and when you run your finger through it like that, it doesn't come back together. At that point, pull the pot off the stove and add a 1/2 stick of cold cubed butter and give it a stir. The heat will melt the butter. And I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. I love lemon. Anything lemon. And then once all that butter is melted, you're going to want to put this in a bowl to let it cool. I'm going to run it through a fine strainer to get out any additional zest or any bits of anything, because I want it to be really smooth for what I'm going to use this for in my next video. So subscribe and follow along. But just run it through a fine strainer and get all the zest or any bits of anything in there. Let it cool completely, and then put a piece of plastic wrap on it so that the curd doesn't form a skin, and then pop it in the fridge and hang on to it until you're ready to make your next recipe. Follow along to see what I'm going to do with it. Enjoy!